So I see a lot of people that are not programmers are starting to do vibe coding, which is brilliant because the barrier to entry is zero. Anybody can create software code with AI. However, this here is why we have a problem. I asked it to look at logging the results from my website that I've been vibe coding, and it just created a completely public store of all the information that people put into the website. And the only reason that I stopped doing this is because I said, are these logs private or can anyone just access them? Because I didn't see it create, looking through the code it created, any way of securing it. And it just didn't bother. I'm seeing more and more stories about people whose accounts are getting hacked. They're getting massive bills. They're selling customers solutions that have zero security. So it's fine to do this stuff in the lab, but if you're producing a production-ready product, and bear in mind that like all that this tool does is store your domain name. I'm not too fussed about it. But if you're storing confidential data on behalf of customers, at least give it a cursory glance from someone that knows what they're doing with coding. And this is part of the problem, is that vibe coding is not very efficient. It creates a lot of extra code that isn't needed, declares variables multiple times, etc., etc. So yes, it can do it, but you need the expertise to understand what it's doing. And if you don't have that, do not put it into production because you could kill your business. It seems clever and helpful. We're also looking at people putting systems into production that just talk to AI without any controls in place. And the problem is that whatever's on that system that AI can access can leak. And it needs to be designed in such a way to reduce the chances of that. If you don't know how to do that, and it's not easy, and I'm not sure that I'm an expert on doing it, by the way, because I'm not a massive developer. I do a little bit of scripting. I'm sure there are vulnerabilities in the system that I have, but I have at least cursorily glanced through what it's doing, and I have asked some questions, and it has been designed with a thought in mind of trying to reduce the risk. But as you can see, if you didn't know what you were doing, you'd have just put this into production. Great, off we go, it's working, and you've got an immediate GDPR breach. So I hope that helps. And if your team are developing web-based apps, vibe coding, please do some sanity check and make sure somebody actually knows what they're doing. Hope that helps. And if you're a business leader and you need more help, got any thoughts, comments, ideas, do comment below. And please don't run up hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of pounds worth of bills, or allow somebody in your organization to produce shadow AI solutions that have got no security controls in place without speaking to somebody technical. Rant over. Have a great day. All right. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'd love to have a chat with you about what you're doing with AI in your business to make your business more profitable, but at the same time controlling the risks. Speak to you soon.